Hey guys, Catherine here with Sephora Dallas Galleria. Let's get into an Emerald City look because there is no place like home. We're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This one is in the color Swan. Next we're using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder to protect us from any fallout. Today we're using the Norvina Vol.2 palette. We're going to start with the color E3. We're going to take that as our base shade. Because these are pressed pigments, we're working from darkest to lightest. So I'm creating kind of a wing shape, bringing it into my crease, and then I'm going to replicate it on the other side. Next I'm going into the shade E1 to diffuse the edge. Next I'm going into B1, and I also mixed it with B3 in order to really finish that gradient on the edge before we add our yellow tones. Don't worry about getting your brush dirty because we're going to go into the Sephora Color Switch by Vera Mona. This is going to take off all the extra pigment from our brush so that we can go into our next shade without having any mixing. Taking the color A2, we are going to finish out our gradient. We're cutting our crease with that same concealer. We're taking it across the lash line, looking up towards the ceiling and making our guidelines. Then we're just going to fill it in, keep linking, and keep smoothing it out. We're starting with the color E3 on a flat Sephora brush, taking that onto the outer edge of the eye. Then we're going to take the shade B3 and we're going to diffuse the edge that we just made. We're going to finish off that gradient with the color A2 to blend out our green edges. Then we're going to dip into the color C1 and we're going to take that on our finger and press that into the inner corner before we go in with our Stila Glow eyeshadow in the color Golden Eye. We're taking that all over the area that we placed the original shimmer eyeshadow, and then we're even taking some on a small Sephora brush and taking it under the eye line. Next we're taking the Tarte Chrome Paint and Top Yacht. We're taking that on a small finger and placing that in the inner corner of the eye. Time to brush off that protective powder and go into eyeliner. This is the 24/7 Glide On in Zero by Urban Decay. Finishing that top lash line with the Sephora Collection Waterproof Brush Tip Liquid Eyeliner before we go in with our Ilia Mascara. This one's great because it has those nice little combs, so it like kind of brushes through the lashes and separates them so they don't get clumpy. Just a quick side note, does anybody else feel like they're playing Battleship when they play with the Norvina palette? I love it because it's like A3, B2, C1, you sunk my battleship. Next, using the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Neutral Nano, we are just microblading our brows to Hairy Heaven, making sure we go in the direction of the hair strokes. Now we are adding on our Sephora Collection lashes in Hipster. Y'all, I cannot apply these without the Bullseye applicator and the Sephora glue. They're a lifesaver. So I flex the band real good, apply a pretty hefty amount, and then pop those suckers on. Start in the middle, hit the outer corner, and then the inner corner. Make sure they are perfect, and then do the same on the other side. When you're done, hit them with a quick thin liner and move on to the lips. Wow, pretty. Now we're going to use the Sephora Kiwi Lip Scrub to wipe all of our sins away before we go in with our Smith Rose Balm, and I'm using the Tropical Ambrosia Fruit flavor. I brush my lips with a little bit of foundation first to get rid of a little bit of color from the exfoliation. Next I'm going in with my Anastasia lip palette, and I'm going to take that bright purple just right all over the lips with my finger before I go in with the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Crush. I'm taking that only in the center of my lips, and then I'm even going to add on a little bit of the white from that palette and tap in that center. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're staying home, staying safe. We miss you so much from the Sephora Dallas Galleria, and I hope you have a great one.